I'll talk to you later, Becky. Good morning, Tessa. So roll your blanket the long way. And once your blanket is rolled a long way, just bring your tailbone right up against it and then roll back over it. Now, for some of you, this might be too much of a heart opener, because this is a heart opener. It's a little bit of a back bend. So take your time to settle in. And begin with your feet in standing. And then open your arms wide in a T position. And drop your knees together. So for this very first opening posture, just allow everything to soften around the blanket and feel that heart space begin to open. Find your breath. Take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Deep breath in and let it out. So just find the rhythm of the inhale and the exhale. And allow it to move smoothly so that there's an even inhale with an even exhale and no pause at the top or the bottom. Now, if you're unsure as to whether or not you're breathing all the way into your lungs, you can fold your hands in and place one between the rib cage and your belly button, and between the belly button and the pubic bone. And then deep inhale in, and deep exhale out. And find the rhythm of inhaling and exhaling. And I'm going to grow quiet. And once you have your rhythm, you can open those arms back up. Feel the shoulder blades wrap around that blanket and soften down in. So I'm going to be quiet for 5 breaths. For those of you at home, the screen's not frozen. We're just going to move quietly through this. So this is 5. And on the next inhale, we're going to lengthen through the right leg, lengthen through the left leg. So try this on. Is it comfortable in your body to lie flat with your legs straight? If it's not, leave your knees bent and your feet in standing. And if this is comfortable, notice how it's important to drop the belly button down to the spine and lift it up to the heart. Slide the tailbone down. And breathe into it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Just simply lying here, breathing an even breath, opening the heart space. Noticing what's happening in the thinking mind. Is it jumping around like jumping beans? And if it is, what would it feel like to just bring your attention back to your breath? Feel the body melting around the blanket. For some of us, this is the only time of the day that we can be awake and give ourselves the space to stop and notice. So stop and notice and breathe. We'll have 5 more breaths. Nice round circular breaths. You want to tighten the back of your throat and invite Ujjayi breath into this practice. This is a great time to do that. Four more. Three more. Two more. Last one. On the inhale, hold at the top of the inhale. We're going to hold for 15 seconds. If you need to let it go sooner, that's okay. So this is 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way big. Big deep inhale. And exhale. Big deep inhale. One more time, exhale. Big deep inhale. Return to normal breath. Rolling off the blanket, moving it out of the way. Just pull it right out of the way. Returning to lying on your back, bringing that right knee in. Lengthening through the left leg. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, release it out. So this is a great place for that Ujjayi breath to stay with us. We're going to exhale as we draw the knee in. Inhale as we release it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. One more time. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. And again. And we're going to switch the legs. So bring that left leg in. Lengthen it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. Last one. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, release it out. Bring the other knee in to meet it. Gently rocking side to side. Rocking, opening those knees wide, and then taking a hold of your foot, coming into dead bug. Oh, maybe dead bug's not with me today. Happy baby. Taking a hold behind your knees if you need to. Dropping those knees into the armpits. Releasing it down. Good job. And then draw those knees together, lengthening it down, rolling to your side, pressing up, spinning around, bringing those feet together into cobbler's pose. So nice and tall. Bring up nice and tall, exhaling forward. Inhaling, growing tall. Exhaling forward. So begin to create this circle. Inhaling tall, exhaling forward. Inhaling tall, exhaling forward. Inhaling tall, exhaling forward. Nicely done. And bringing those legs right into easy pose. Right into easy pose. Hands come up onto your shoulders. So opening up the chest wide, bring that belly button in, and we're going to begin to twist and do it slowly, but follow your breath. So, So I'm inhaling as I come to the center, exhaling as I turn. So exhale, inhale, inhale. So I'm doing it quicker, so it's hard to hear me, but that's kind of the rhythm that you want to get. Keep going. Belly buttons in, back to the spine. Two more. Last one. And slow it down, bringing it in, taking a nice deep inhale, inhaling the hands up overhead, exhaling, twisting all the way, looking to the left. Twist over that left shoulder. Go long in the crown, breathe into it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Feel that spine open in its own time. Nicely done. Inhaling those hands up, lifting them all the way up. Exhaling the other direction, all the way around, twisting, dropping out of the shoulders, looking over that right shoulder, left shoulder, whichever one, it doesn't matter. Whichever way you're going is fine. Breathing into it. Finding your breath, dropping out of the shoulders. And coming back to center, scooping those hands up overhead. Nice deep inhale, exhale, swan dive forward. All the way forward. Now, I'm meeting resistance pretty quickly. So honor that, honor the resistance. It's there for a reason. And then on the next inhale, inquire into it. What's happening? What's happening in the resistance here? Breathe into it. Notice if on the exhale, you can drop down into it just a little bit deeper. Breathing into it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. And on the next inhale, inhaling, drawing up, all the way up. And spinning around, coming into tabletop. Okay, knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Spread those fingers wide and drop down, down into cow. And exhaling up into cat. Nice long deep breath, inhaling into cow. Exhaling up into cat. Inhaling down into cow. Exhaling up into cat. One more time, all the way through, inhaling down. And exhaling up into cat. Inhaling long, lengthening through the crown, lengthening through the tail. Spin those elbows to meet, looking at each other. So this is a full tabletop, and as you're in full tabletop, make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders, lengthening through your crown, lengthening through your tail, belly button up to your spine. Slide that tailbone down, nice and long. On the next inhale, we're going to lower down onto our elbows, okay? Preparing to come into dolphin. So make sure those elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Now your hands can be directly in front of you, or they can be slightly pulled in, creating a platform, fingers spread wide, inhaling, turning the toes under and lifting up into dolphin, or in my case, it's a mini dolphin. So breathe into it. I've got my knees bent. My body is saying no, slower. So honor that. If your body's saying more, give it more. If it's saying less, give it less. Listen to what it has to say. Breathe into it. Find your breath. Feel that heart reach to your knees. 2 more breaths, you can do it. And lower those knees down. Coming back into just a child's pose or puppy, because we're not sinking clear back. So let's go to puppy. Drop your forehead onto the mat. Let everything soften. Breathe into it. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. And then rising back up, we're going to come onto over our elbows and we're going to lengthen through our feet and come into low plank. So everything is strong here. Belly button up to the spine, tailbone sliding down, breathing into it, nowhere to go. Nothing to do. If you need to lower your knees, keep your bottom down. Keep that belly button up to your spine, lifting to your heart, tailbone sliding down. Do what works for you. 3 more breaths. 2. And 1, lowering straight down, all the way down. Turn your head to one side. Lift those feet up. Rock them side to side. Releasing the pressure off the low back. Okay, coming back into it. Hands are going to slide up. Elbows are going to come underneath our shoulders, coming into Sphinx. So in Sphinx, our toes are long. Okay, lengthening through it. Breathing into it. So Sphinx is really powerful. And if you're wanting something a little bit deeper, you can go into Cobra. Feel that pubic bone press into the mat. Feet press into the earth. Shoulders come down, lengthen up tall. Breathe into it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Find your breath. Growing quiet. Opening that heart. So today is all about opening the heart. Lengthening long through the crown. Breathing into it. Two more breaths. And then exhale, slowly begin to lower down, turning your head the opposite way, releasing those feet, rocking those feet side to side. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Again, lengthening through the crown, coming back to on our elbows, so they're underneath our shoulders, and we're going to lift back up into low plank. So coming up into low plank is more challenging than lowering down onto the floor. So find where the belly button and the core is really strong here. Slide that tailbone down, lengthen through the crown. 3 more breaths. Lower those knees down. Walk yourself back, sink back into puppy. Curl yourself over the knees. Breathing into it. Rising up, coming back into tabletop, reestablishing those hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under, lift the tail up, exhale back into downward facing dog. Here it is, right here in dog. So, dog can be a gentle entry. You can, for those of you who are super flexible, you can drop your heels straight down to the floor. I have a lot of tightness in my hamstrings, through my hips, all of that. So walk it out, or you can do the static hold of letting it just gently, slowly open in your time. Breathing into it, softening back, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Feel all the way from that tailbone up either side of your spine to the crown of your head, releasing. Find your breath, keep breathing, knowing that any time if this is too much, that you can actually just go right in to child's pose. On the next inhale, look ahead, step forward. I'm going to walk. I need to walk forward. But if you can do it in one step, do that. Drop your head all the way down. Release those arms into the elbow crooks, and then just gently shake side to side. So my shoulders are going one direction and my hips are going the other, kind of creating a gentle rocking. Allowing the body to open in its own time. Let go of your head. Hands come down. Roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time. Inhaling, hands up overhead, all the way up. High mountain. Exhaling those hands down. Coming into full mountain. Taking a break here. Allowing the body to catch up. Allowing the mind to slow down. Nicely done. On the next inhale, we're going to step our left foot straight back, bringing our hands up, coming into warrior one. So sink down into that front knee. Okay. Let the knee travel to the little toe. Arms are up, square off the hips. Now, what we're going to do is move with this. We're going to inhale up, exhale, sink. Inhale up, exhale, sink. So as you're sinking, make sure that knee's traveling to the little toe. Inhale up, exhale, sink. Inhale up, exhale, sink. Bring those hands behind you. If you need a strap here, you can grab it. Let your hands clasp behind you. Pull those hands down. Open that heart. Remember, we're doing heart openers. We're sinking into that front knee. Sinking. If it begins to burn, that's okay. Bring some new muscle pathways. And here we go again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold. Lift those arms up. Dive straight forward, knees bent. So we're in this forward lunge, lifting our hands up. Opening that heart. Opening the front of the shoulders. Breathing into a little balance happening here. Now, 2 more breaths. And if somebody's got a hold of your hands and lifting you up, draw yourself back up. Release the hands, shake them out a little. Bring them back up into warrior one. Sink down again. Notice how we pulled out of that. Just sink right back down into it and open yourself up into warrior two. So I've walked around a little bit here. I've got to adjust my feet. So as you adjust your feet, if you have to open that back foot just to give yourself a little bit of support here, do that. And maybe take a hold of your belly button, encourage it to go back, lift it up, feel, and the back of the tailbone, slide it down. So feel that whole pelvis rock. So then you can really get a sense of that center of the body growing strong. Sinking down into it, inhaling the hands up. Exhale, slide across the body. Arm anchors to the knee, bring that hand all the way up and over. Lengthen it all the way over. Breathe into it. Feel that nice, beautiful lateral move. Opening up. Spinning the hips open. Breathing into it. Nowhere to go. Keep sinking in that front knee. Breathing into it. Inhale that hand up, spin it around, bring it behind your back. Open that heart space, open it wide. Sink down a little bit lower. Lengthen through the crown. Find your breath, I'm still here. And inhale that hand right back up, lifting your body all the way up, drawing out of that knee, spin that foot forward to meet the other one. So you might parallel those feet off with the end of the mat. Drop out of the shoulders. My shoulders are up to my ears today. 5-pointed star. Find your breath. Close your eyes. What does it feel like to close your eyes and come within? Exhale down out of your arms. Spin that left foot open. So we're headed to the other side. Inhale those arms back up. Sink down. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Sink right down into it. Engage that pelvic floor. Again, if you have to encourage yourself to remind yourself how to slide that tailbone down and bring that pubic bone up, it's okay. Do it. Since, especially practicing at home, it's good to remind yourself that proprioception of just because it feels like one thing in my mind doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's happening. So it's interesting to see myself on video and what I'm really doing and how to correct. So inhale, slide across the body, anchor that elbow down onto the quad. Bring that arm all the way up and over. Stretch it over. Lengthen into it. Breathe into it. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Bring that hand up. Spin it around. Draw that arm behind you. Open that shoulder. Open that heart. Maybe look up. Breathe into it. Sink down into it. Find your breath. Re-engage the core. Drop. My shoulders just want to live at my ears today. So, what a nice invitation to invite them away. Breathe into it. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift that hand up and bring it all the way over. Stretch it out again and then back up, lifting up. And now, sorry for the back, we're going to turn and sink forward into that leg. I'm going to spin around. You guys stay where you are so that I'm not giving you my back. So left foot is forward still. And we're sinking down into that knee. And now we're going to draw up and sink down and draw up and sink down. Holding, breathing, holding the posture, not your breath. Exhale those hands down behind you. Clasping those hands behind you. Draw those shoulders down your back. Really draw it down. Breathe into it. Keep sinking into that knee. Find your breath. A little bit of balance happening here. Inhaling, lifting up through those arms, diving over the leg. Lifting up. Breathing into it. 4 more breaths. You can do it. On the last one, inhale like somebody's lifting you up, coming back. Release those hands, shake them out. Inhale those hands back up. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. So these are just like little mini lunges. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Hands come down, scooping all the way down, and step that right foot forward to meet the left one. Back into forward fold. All the way back. Release those hands. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Drop down. Drop down into it. Hips go side to side. Head goes opposite. Here you go. Breathing into it. Nowhere to go. On the next inhale, the hands connect with the floor. We're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Help yourself if you need to. Inhale those hands all the way up overhead. Exhale the swan dive, hands down to side and coming into full mountain. Breathe into it. So as you're connecting with the earth here, find a drishti point and begin to pour yourself into your right foot. Releasing that left foot. Releasing it out. Coming into tree. So find your breath. 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing it down, stepping out of it. Step wider than the mat. Circle it around. Big circles. Almost like you're standing in a big cauldron, a big pot, and you're the spoon. Stir the pot. And release it, stir the pot the other way. Feel those hips open. And then coming back to center, coming into mountain. Nicely done. Pour into that left foot. Release the right foot. Open that up, coming back into tree. Here we are, nice and tall. Feel that core engage, be strong. Find your breath. Still breathing, I'm still here. We're still working on it. 5 more breaths. Three more. 2. And last one, arms come down, stepping out of it. Give that hip some space. Open into it, circle it around. Circle around the hips. Let your Lincoln logs stack up the way they need to. Circle it the other way. Circle it around. And reverse it one more time. Circle it around. And reverse again. Nicely done. Coming back to center, squaring off the hips. Take a nice deep breath in, inhaling the hands up. Exhaling, swan dive forward. Bend the knees, scoop it down, and step back into tabletop. So we're coming back into tabletop. I love the table. And like when we were standing and we were inviting our pubic bone up and our tailbone down, see if you can have that sensation in tabletop. Bring that belly button up to the spine, lift it up to your heart. Draw those shoulders back, lengthen long in the crown. So, strong here. Find your breath. Engage those muscles around your middle. This is the beginning of the core work. Find your breath. Nicely done. 3 more breaths. We haven't let it go. The posture's still being held. So this is a static hold. So my glutes are soft, but my core is engaged. Tailbone is sliding down. Belly button is lifting up and up to my heart. 3 more breaths. 2 more. And last one. And release it out. Spinning around. Coming down onto our seat. Feet come into standing. We're going to roll ourselves all the way down. So make sure you really connect each vertebrae with the floor. 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to lengthen through our left leg and hold it about 1 inch off the floor and lift our shoulders up. Hands come with the palms facing up. And we're just going to hang out here. So, right foot's anchored into the mat. Left foot is working through the heel. Look up at the ceiling. Let go of your shoulders, even though you're lifting up out of your shoulders. So we're working from here to here, pubic bone to breastbone. All right? So now we're going to lift that left foot up and exhale it down. So this is level 2. Level 1 is just holding it. Level 2 is lifting and releasing. Level 3 is lifting the shoulders up and coming back. I'm working at level 2. That's where I'm at today. Lifting up and down. So exhale on the lift. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. And release it down. Hands come overhead. Point that toe. Keep that right foot bent. Stretch it out. We're only stretching one side. We're stretching that left side. So really reach that left hand and the left toe. Breathe into it. Release it down. Hands come down beside you, palms facing up. Switch legs. Left foot comes to standing. Right heel comes off the floor about 1 inch. Working through the heel. Lifting up out of the shoulders. Remember to keep the head back. Looking at the ceiling. This is level 1 right here. Static hold. Belly button to the floor. Tailbone sliding out like it's pointing at the other wall. Breathe into it. Level 2 is lift up and down. Up. And level 3, add your shoulders in. Okay, I'm working at level 2. Working that leg. If your neck is getting tired, lengthen through your crown. Tip that head so that you can elongate the neck. Four more, you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Lengthen down. Lengthen through that right side. Point that toe, stretch that right side, stretch it out. Reach that right hand, stretch out that whole right side. So this is the psoas. This catches the psoas. That's a deep, deep spine stabilizer muscle. Coming back to center, bringing both feet to standing. Hands come behind your head. Now, this is a really important thing here, is that you're not pulling on your neck. This is for the idea of that you have support, okay? So level 1, shoulders off the mat, lift your knees up, okay? Alternating. Belly button's dropping to the floor. The exhale happens as you draw in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Level 2, we're going to straighten the legs. Okay, here we go. Keep going. Work at your level. It changes the timing a little bit in level 2, but that's okay. We're all still working hard. If you need a break, take a break. Work hard until you can't. Break until you can. You know, take a pause. Level 3, are you ready? Here we go. Level 3. Level 3. I've had to get my timing down, so there's 2 lifts here. We lift the leg up, lift it back in, lift it up. So level 1, you'll be doing 1 round to level 2 and 3's movements. So you're okay. Work at your level. I'm going to level 2. There we go. We're going to do 5 more each side. So this is 5. We're going to do on each side so that no side gets cheated. Feel the heat building. 3 more. 2 more. This is the last one. Finish it out. Good job. Lower it down. Hands up overhead. Point them. Slide those feet down. Point those toes. Point, point, point. Deep breath. Deep breath. Point it out. Make it long. Feel that waist grow long. Long and slim. Long and strong. Deep breath in. Let it out. Big sigh. Nicely done. Bring those feet into standing. The width of the mat. So they're wider than your hips, but still on the mat so you can take advantage of the sticky mat. Open the hands wide into T position. Pick your head up, lift it so that you can feel the lengthening and elongating of the spine. Engage that pelvic floor into a pelvic tilt. Drop the belly button down to the floor, up to the heart. Slide the tailbone down. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale all the way to the right. So we're going to start on the right side today. Okay, so level 1 is right here. Level 2, you can cross your right foot over your left knee. I'm not going to do that today, but it's an option available. And level 3, if you have your foot crossed over your knee, you can then lengthen and look at the other hand. Now, you can also do this from level 1. You don't have to have the foot crossed. If you want to add in a full twist, lengthen through the neck and look to the other hand. Breathe into it. Three more breaths. Really drink in this twist. It's a gentle twist, but it's a nice opening through the IT band of the left leg. Last breath. Inhale, draw that head back to center. Exhale. Inhale, draw the knees back. Exhale. Make sure you're flat on the floor. Nothing's twisted. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees the other direction. There you go. There it is. Look to the opposite hand. Breathe into it. Find your breath. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Finding your breath. Keep breathing. Remember, you can take this to level 2 or 3 by putting the foot on the knee, turning the head to the hand, letting the opening happen in your time. Very good. Inhaling, drawing that head back to center, bringing those knees back to standing, walking those feet in, finding yourself flat on the floor, scooping those knees in, doing a little bit of rocking side to side, checking in with that low back, begin to let the knees travel into the armpits, and coming back into happy baby. There it is. Finding your breath. Finding where this posture supports you. Close your eyes, drink it in. Let those hips come open. Let the jaw soften. Release those feet in. Draw those knees in. Gently rock side to side. Ask yourself, oh, great self, what else do I need today? Anything? Do I need anything else? Perhaps a blanket to prepare for Shavasana? Perhaps not. So as we prepare for Shavasana, know that this is the time to completely soften in to everything. Soften into the floor. Soften into letting go. Letting go of the mind. Letting go. Feel those feet fall open. Feel the core soften. Feel the breath grow shallow. Feel the mind slip away. Not here, not there. Beginnings. Every single one of us has a beginning, a profound story, an explanation of existence. Each day, this beginning starts again. Embrace the beginning. Revel. Be joyful. And gently begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Inviting the journey back to now, slowly bringing yourself back. Rolling to your side, pressing up. Coming into easy pose. We're going to prepare for some alternate nostril breathing. So taking your right hand, which is going to be the opposite of me if you're facing me. So your right hand, thumb and little finger. We're going to take a nice deep breath. Inhale in. Exhale all the way out. Close off the nostril of the right nose. Inhale through the left nostril. Close off the left nostril, exhale out of the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it off, open the left, exhale through the left. Inhale in through the left. Close it off, exhale through the right. Inhale in through the right. Close it off, exhale. Inhale in. Close it off, exhale. Inhale. You've got your rhythm, follow it through. I'm going to grow quiet, keep breathing, inhaling and exhaling, alternate nostril breathing. We're going to do 2 more rounds. So when you're inhaling through your left, that's the beginning of 1. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling left is the last round. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Closing off. Exhaling left all the way out. Exhale it all the way out. Release the hand, inhaling in through both nostrils. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale it out. Inhaling it into normal breath. Feel the results of the balancing alternate nostril breathing. Nicely done. Hands to our heart. We're going to end with 3 ums today. So we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale to om. Nice deep inhale. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste.